G'day campers. Seriously, we have not been this cold ever. Join us today as we return to a still frozen Lake Balaton in Hungary, but this time on the other side in Keszthely, another glorious seaside summer location. What the hell are we thinking? But not before getting those elusive bureks from the Mercator here in Moravske Toplice. Delicious and definitely worth the wait. Enjoy the show. Good morning campers, and join us again this morning in Moravske Toplice. It's a balmy -5 degrees this morning. Snow in every direction today. Now Moravske Toplice itself, just a quick little history update, dates back to the year 1366. It's a very, very old place. Population of 924 people, so it's not a very big town. So back here at the Mercator supermarket, and finally this morning the bureks are ready. Let's have a look. So the long slim ones are the spinach, the darker baked ones are the meat, and the lighter coloured ones are the cheese. Looking forward to giving it a go today. So join us as we continue our adventure and our journey here in Burek, Slovenia. And back outside in that biting -5 degrees. Look, as I've mentioned, this is a travel vlog. We are live. We show you the real bits and pieces. So if things go wrong, we'll share them with you. If things go right, we'll share them with you too. Hope you're enjoying it. Hope you appreciate the fact that we do try and keep it real. Mistakes happen. Shit happens in life sometimes. Our aim is not to highlight negativity, to encourage and show you the realities and highlight the positivities of this beautiful part of the world that we're in, and any part of the world that we do visit and travel to. So hope you appreciate that. Just thought I'd mention that very quickly. We are real. Yes, we could have called it Real Travel and Dining, but Just Love is the name we went for. So join us today as again I cross the road back to my apartment and try not to get killed, either by a vehicle or any other means. Enjoy. Just filled the car here in Slovenia, in Moravske Toplice, as we make our way out to Keszthely. And just a quick look at the Servo stations here in Slovenia, all selling beers, which is a bonus if you're a beer drinker. But even better than that, right next door, as you walk into the Servo, they have these beautiful little bars. So really encourage you to get a cup of coffee or a brown foaming cup of coffee. Enjoy. Petrol stations here in Burek, Slovenia. On our drive from Moravske Toplice today, we've just passed through the town of Lenti, so we're already on the Hungarian side of the border, heading towards the town of Keszthely, for a view of Lake Balaton from the western side here in Hungary today. Visibility is a little questionable, as we've just passed a sign warning us of deers in this area. The big antler type of deers, and not the small deers like we're used to. We've just had a bit of a discussion as to whether they are deers or moose out here. I'm not sure if moose are native to this part of the world, or even this part of Europe. It's quite a picturesque little place that we're driving through, avoiding the major freeways today, but taking the most direct route to our destination. Oh, and we're still on the lookout for a big deer, or maybe a moose, as we continue our drive today. We've chosen the direct route, which actually avoids the freeway that actually takes you to the right-hand side of the lake, not where we want to go. Taking the freeway would have taken us 50 kilometres out of our way. It just didn't make sense. The white powdery snow beautifully coats the landscape, creating this magnificent winter wonderland as we continue our journey through these small towns in this lower part of Hungary. It's just all so pretty. Good morning campers, just a little pit stop here on our way to Keszthely. Pit stop literally here at the Servo. Just taking in the amazing surrounds. It is cold. It's about -2 degrees. And beers here at the Servo, for those of you playing along at home, a half-litre can of Heineken was about 630 of their Hungarian money, their forints or whatever they use, which equates to about $3 Australian. Here on our way to Keszthely, and I'm cold because I haven't got my jacket on, Enjoy the rest of the show, guys.
As we continue to enjoy the picturesque winter landscape, we're about 30 minutes from the actual district of Keszthely, our destination in Hungary today, for a view of Lake Balaton from the other side to which we visited a couple of days ago in the town of Szigethfürodö. It's such a nice drive and the landscape is so pretty, we just had to share it with you as we come to the end of this enjoyable 90-minute drive. G'day campers and welcome back to a still frozen Lake Balaton in the Hungarian town of Keszthely. As we both stand here freezing on this wooden dock, there's just something surreal about seeing Lake Balaton like this. What is usually alive with summer energy, boats, swimmers, lakeside cafes, now sits completely still, locked in ice. From above, the scale really hits you. This isn't just any lake. It's the largest in Central Europe, and today it feels almost untouched. Quiet, frozen in time. Here in Keszthely, the shoreline takes on a different kind of beauty. The soft textures of the snow, the jagged patterns in the ice, and that endless horizon blending seamlessly into a pale winter sky. It's actually hard to believe this place transforms into a bustling holiday destination when the temperature rises. Right now it feels like we have it all to ourselves. Even the famous Szigethfürodö, or island bath, stands quietly over the frozen water, a reminder of warmer days, waiting patiently for summer to return. But there's something special about seeing it like this, raw, peaceful, almost otherworldly. Yet, you can feel the cold even from up here, the kind that cuts through you and yet it's worth every second. Because moments like this do not last forever. The ice will melt, the crowds will return, and this calm, frozen landscape will disappear as quickly as it came. But for now, this is Lake Balaton in winter. Still, silent, and absolutely unforgettable. Enjoy the show, or should I say, enjoy the snow. Oh my God, it is cold.
G'day campers, here we are at Lake Balaton in the town of Keszthely. We've just had the drone up to do some footage and let me tell you, it is biting cold. I've got the gloves on, which make it very difficult to use the drone controller, but we did get some aerial footage which we will share with you guys. It does look magnificent. It is a lot smoother here at Keszthely than it was at Szigethfürodö the other day, with people slipping and sliding. This is probably the better place for anyone looking to come if you do want to ice skate here. But for us punters in our Timberlands, and Louise with her Ugg duck boots.
Freezing.
It is freezing and it is slippery, so we didn't actually head out onto the ice here today. But the lake, as you can see, is still frozen rock solid and it is as slippery as hell. Here we are in the town of Keszthely. We're now going to head back to the car, pack the drone away, defrost and drive into the township of Keszthely to a little place called, potentially, hopefully, John's Bar. And me being John, hopefully I will feel at home there. Here we are still at Keszthely once again, just looking around. There is a water slide here, which this beachside resort that it is here in Keszthely is not getting any use today as a water slide. As I walk gingerly across the icy path, trying to keep my sure-footedness today. As sure-footed as a mountain goat I am. Yes, as Louise giggles in the background. We'll head back to our car. Definitely worth the drive out here today. Happy we got out, happy we got a little bit of drone footage, so we will share that with you guys. Hope you're still enjoying the show. We are freezing today, guys. We will check the weather temperature when we get back to the car, and I will share that with you once we're warm and the feeling has returned to my fingers. A bit of snow just fell off the tree, just missed us. Walking back to the car, ready to head home. Oh no, sorry, ready to head to John's Bar here in the town of Keszthely in Hungary. Enjoy the show, folks. Stay warm. All right, campers, we're back in our vehicle. Just trying to defrost, trying to get our fingers working. That was really cold out there today. Temperature showing that it's 0 outside. Looking at the temperature gauge on the car. But definitely on the body felt a hell of a lot colder than that today. Anyway, just in the car defrosting. Just love traveling, dining out. And Still cold, trying to get warm. And Louise trying to warm up as well. Here at Keszthely. Hope you're enjoying the show. This is the price that we're paying to keep you guys entertained. Let's go to Keszthely, town centre, John's Pub, as soon as the feeling returns to my fingers. Enjoy the show. All right, campers, we've made it. John's Pub, Bar and Kitchen, here in the town of Keszthely. Let's see what it's like. Here we are at John's Pub, Bar and Grill in Keszthely, and the Hungarian word for cheers is Szigethfürodö, or something very similar to that. Also something interesting that we just found out while researching having a beer and saying cheers here in Hungarian is that the Hungarians don't like to clink beer glasses and cheers with beer due to a myth that the Austrian generals in 1842, upon taking over parts of Hungary, the Austrian generals cheered with their steins of beer. So the Austrians don't like us to clink our glasses and say Szigethfürodö with a beer. But anyway, Szigethfürodö, don't know if that's right or wrong. Cheers. Enjoying the day. We've ordered a couple of meals here at John's Pub and Bar. Louise has gone for the onion soup with a cheesy toast. A little bit different to the French onion soup we were expecting. And Louise, what was it like?
It was really nice, which you're going to finish now.
Which I'll be finishing that. We've also ordered a couple of main courses of a chicken Caesar salad, and I have gone for a pancake crumb chicken breast fillet with French fries and coleslaw. We'll let you know what that's like, but till then, Szigethfürodö. Enjoy. Hungarian goodness. Soproni, the local beer. So our main course arrived here at John's Pub and Bar. Pancake crumb chicken breast, French fries and coleslaw, and Louise has gone for the chicken Caesar salad. Szigethfürodö. Enjoy. Here we are at John's Pub, Bar and Kitchen in Keszthely. Our waiter Nicholas, who looked after us today, thank you very much. That was a really enjoyable feed, guys. If you are in Keszthely, this is the place to go. John's Pub, Bar and Kitchen. Great food, great prices, great atmosphere, nice and quiet and warm on a cold day. Enjoy. Hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. And back out into the cold. Outside, that cold does bite straight away. It doesn't wait, it doesn't hold back. We're going to head back down to Lake Balaton to have a little bit more of a look around. Hopefully now that we're a bit warmer and a bit fed, we can have another look and see what it's like. Enjoy the show, guys. Campers, with our car safely parked here in Keszthely at Lake Balaton, we'll take our life in our hands on this very cold day. We've had a beautiful lunch there at John's Pub, which you would have seen earlier, but here we are back at Lake Balaton, and we'll wander through to have a look at what this section looks like. It's a little bit further along. There seems to be a longer pier or some sort of walkway that we can hopefully walk further out onto Lake Balaton. This section here in Keszthely was a little bit slippier, as you saw earlier today, so let's see what this part looks like as we make our way through this. What obviously looks like a seaside summer resort, but everything, as you can be able to see here, is closed down obviously for the winter. We were going to walk out, but as you can see from the people, if you look out at some of the people that are actually walking out there, their feet are really sliding under them. There is people ice skating, but the people with shoes on are obviously seasoned locals and know how to walk on this ice. The kids on the ground obviously are not.
They're having so much fun.
They're having a hell of a lot of fun, but I'm telling you what, at 6'1" and somewhere around the dollar mark in weight, I don't think I'd make a very good impression sprawled face down on that ice, or even on my ass, but hey.
Those children, they're lying on their tummies.
Having a real good time. Seems to be a lot less people at Keszthely than there was at Szigethfürodö the other day, would you agree?
Yeah.
But yeah, once in a long time, nine plus years since the lake has frozen solid all the way through. But yeah, still not willing to take our life in our hands and go out on this slippery surface
People know what they're doing.
that there is here today. The council workers cleaning up some of these reeds seem to be well versed at what they're doing. And as is the want of council workers, plenty of them standing around. Yeah, have a look at that lake, Louise. It's that is frozen bloody solid. This part here looks a little lighter, and I probably wouldn't risk walking on this part and this darker part, but no, that's solid. You can see, look, the water is quite shallow there. I can see the sandy bottom, but yeah, no, that's wet ankle material for sure. They're referring to this as the ladies' sunbathing terrace of the island Bath, with this photo dating back to 1913 on the wall here. Obviously, as you can see, from 1913, the people, or the women especially, dressed accordingly for the times, with top to tail coverage. And another look at the entrance of the island Bath from the east, dating back to 1912. So I dare say this is the island of Bath that we're in. Very slippery. Any icy surface that you walk on here is obviously, like, for a layman from Melbourne, Australia, we're not used to walking on such terrain, but quite slippery. As I did mention earlier, this is a summer vacation location here in Hungary, Lake Balaton. The Sea of Europe, I believe it's referred to. Looking back across past the water slide, the blue water slide, well, we took our drone footage from that little platform just before those long reeds, just between the long reeds and the water slide. They've actually fenced off a section there, which obviously the ice may be a little thinner. Okay. I'm hearing the wood creaking under my feet and I'm thinking, crikey, I could be in at any minute here, folks. But hey, the boy from down under. Yes, now you can actually enter the water here. I don't know why you would want to. And I will lean back so I don't lose a microphone or a scarf or an earmuff. Again, still taking my life in my hands. I can hear the ice crunching under my feet. And the wooden boards. They don't sound the best, let me tell you, folks. If I go in, this could make great footage, but thankfully I've made it to the end and not going in. And I'll get Louise to come over. There's two boys that have taken upon themselves to drag one of the park benches out onto the water. Give me a little wave there. I'll go back and get the camera and show you guys what I'm talking about here. So they've dragged one of the park benches off the platform here onto the water, and here they come. As they skate in, as I nearly skate on the ice. Living the dream, boys. Skate over this way. The boys looking nice and relaxed on their park bench out here on Lake Balaton at Keszthely. Just enjoying the day. They're not freezing like me, I don't know how. But anyway, hope you enjoy that, guys. As we wander off the, what was it called? The island of Bath? We'll make our way across to the ski rental, what we think is the ice skate rental booth. The boys have told me that that's where they've rented their skates, or one of the boys rented skates. The other one just seemed quite happy on that park bench that they've dragged out there. Very resourceful, the young men here in Hungary. So the guys in the little booth here, it wasn't actually a ski rental place. It is a little food vendors place that they have here selling Hungarian fare. So there's bread rolls and sausages on the barbecue. I don't know how they're keeping them warm in this freezing conditions. They weren't keen to go on for me to record, so I think Louise snapped a couple of photos and I've just got a little bit of footage from the distance of myself. So if you picked him up in the background, the name of the place, we'll put it along the bottom of this video. Going to be heading back to the car now and taking a drive back to Moravske Toplice after a fun day here at Lake Balaton in the Hungarian town of Keszthely. Ever the sporting fiend, I've ducked back a little bit. So the Keszthelyi Haladás Soccer Club here on the shore side of Lake Balaton in Keszthely. Now the Hungarians having quite a significant history in soccer, in the world of soccer, winning early World Cups, and also having the one of their famous former players, Ferenc Puskás, serving as coach of the South Melbourne Hellas Soccer Club in Australia for a few years there. Still here in Keszthely with the local soccer ground that I did spy here to my immediate left. Now it's starting to get really cold, so I'm going to duck back to the car there, parked safely, and we're taking the freeway ride home back to Moravske Toplice. We've gone for the extra warm jacket today, the Norway jacket. The Mac Pack just didn't cut it today, or wasn't going to cut it today in this cold weather here in Hungary. Today being a Thursday in January. Hope you've enjoyed the show, folks.
On our way home from Moravske Toplice as we approach the Slovenian border from the Hungarian side. This is a border crossing we've done a number of times into Slovenia. We were even forced to do it on our way from Zagreb Airport last week. For some unknown reason, this relatively new section of freeway between Croatia and Slovenia actually veers through this small toll road part of Hungary. So you go from Croatia into Hungary and back into Slovenia at this point. For anyone coming this way, especially from overseas, this point is a great place to buy your vignettes for both Hungary and Slovenia at this MOL service station just up ahead. Oh yeah, and even Austria, who also have their own vignette system. If you're headed that way, it's actually not that far. Also remembering that the Croatian toll roads, like in Italy, have actual toll booths at exit points on their toll roads, so you don't need a vignette for there. There is this line of trucks here today, so we'll just take our place in this queue and see what happens, and if they're going to want to talk to us. It seems slower than it has been in the past, but we have our passports with us, so we shouldn't have any issues. Should be okay. This is what the border control point actually looks like. Border crossing from Hungary into Slovenia.
And as we make our way past the border control office here, entering into Slovenia, doesn't seem to be any interaction with the personnel, the police here. Just giving us a little bit of a wave.
I got scared.
Louise being the chicken put it down. There was two guys, I think they've come out of their booth maybe to grab a cup of coffee or have a smoke. As we re-enter Slovenia from Hungary. That's all she wrote, folks. There's border crossing. Border control Slovenia style here in Europe.
Okay, campers, crikey, that was cold. In a weird way, we're almost glad it's over and we're finally warm again. A rewarding day nonetheless, meeting new people and seeing and doing things we don't normally do. Thanks for sticking around until the end. We're back in Prekmuria next week and going to places that others don't care to, or maybe don't dare to. We'll let you be the judge. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and comment. But importantly, as always, we genuinely hope that you enjoy the show.